President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu met with some of the freed hostages and their families this morning, shortly after their emotional reunions. This was the moment Eitan Moore finally saw his mom and dad after 2 years in captivity. His parents saying, "Our beloved Eitan, how much we have waited for you." And this is other families glued to the live TV coverage this morning, eagerly awaiting to see footage of their loved ones being released. The family of hostage Nimrod Cohen speaking to him on a video call, thrilled to see his smiling face on the screen after all this time. The bodies of 24 deceased hostages remain in Gaza. Only 4 of them returned to Israel so far. That is a violation of the U.S.-brokered ceasefire deal. We have team coverage of these major developments. Hannah Brandt has the latest from the White House on the next steps in the challenging peace process. First, though, let's go to Robert Sherman, tracking the latest in Tel Aviv. Robert, there are few words that can really encapsulate the emotion of today for the families on the ground there, for those watching around the world to see these reunions so long in the making.
Without question, Marni, over the last 2 years, people here really doubted that this day was ever going to come. Even in the days leading up to this, people would ask us, do you think this is real? Do you think this falls through again? Because we have seen these kind of deals fizzle out so many times again. So many of these families have been close, only to not have their loved ones come home. Today, that changed for these 20 families of the living hostages. This entire country of about 10 million people has been glued to this, Marni, and it feels as though that everyone was in one of two places here. You were either in Hostage Square in the midst of the rally, or you were at home with your families, sitting with your hands clasped, waiting, watching for this moment. And it has finally arrived. These 20 hostages that are living have now returned to Israeli soil. Hamas at this hour is not in possession of a single living hostage. There are still deceased hostages that need to be returned, which the Hostages and Missing Families Forum is demanding happens at this hour. But for these families here, whether it's the family of Alon Ohel, who has been telling us that the one thing that would get them through these last 2 years was waiting to hear Alon's whistle again, because this is what he would do every time he would come home. Or the family of Guy Gilboa Delau, who said just a couple of days ago when we were with them that they thought this was a now or never kind of moment. And if a deal was not struck now, they would never get to see Guy's smiling face again. For these families, it is the greatest sigh of relief. And for President Trump, he's viewing this as a moment that is one of drastic change in the Middle East and a moment that he wants Israel to seize. Take a listen.
The world wanted peace and Israel wanted peace. Everybody did. Everybody did. And what a victory it's been, right? What a victory it's been. And I just want to congratulate you for having the courage to say, that's it, we've won. And now let's enjoy our lives and let's rebuild Israel and make it stronger and bigger and better than it's ever been before.
Throughout all the celebrations, there has, of course, been one nagging thought that many Israelis have had. Can this peace last? Can we get to the phase 2 element of this deal? Those are more tricky conversations to be had. Who is going to control Gaza? How will Hamas demilitarize and to what capacity? De-radicalization in the Gaza Strip. Those are all conversations that will be happening later today, in the coming days as well. For now, people on the ground here are just celebrating this win that they have longed for and prayed for over the last 2 years.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.